Man of War by Radiohead. It's weird as fuck. Used to be called Big Boots, or some people have pointed out in chat that's me at TooManyGames. That is in Brooklyn. That is in Brooklyn. Welcome to the stream. I'm back. I may have a little bit less of a voice than I had maybe a week ago, but I'm here. I want to just mention I hadn't watched that video. I specifically held off because that song came out the day I left for TooManyGames, and that's an old song. That's from 1997 from Radiohead, and I think that version of it was done for Spectre, the James Bond movie, and it was denied. And we got Sam Smith instead. Yeah, it's denied. They were like, "Hey, this is an old song." So there's a documentary about OK Computer called "Meeting People Is Easy," and there's this version of that song they showed a little bit of called "Big Boots." And it became like kind of legendary because there was never a studio version. And then they just finally fucking put it out. By the way, OK Not OK just came out. It's the remaster of OK Computer with all the B-sides, including Lift, which I'll play during the break. It's amazing. So that's what I was listening to pretty much the entirety of me driving around TMG in Philadelphia, or Oaks, Pennsylvania. And I just wanted to point that out. Love it. It's good stuff. Good boots. So, how you guys doing? How you guys doing? Welcome back. Welcome back. It's been a long weekend. I needed a long weekend, but I'm here. TooManyGames has come and gone yet again. And I returned earlier today, so I can tell you a little bit about the weekend, and I can show you some pictures, and it could be kind of cool. And then after that, I'm going to give you guys like a mini Sunday stream, because I have those bad MS-DOS games, and then I have this game House Party that just showed up in my inbox, so I'm not really sure how that happened, but it looks terrible. I barely even know what it is, so we'll check it out. And then we'll bring us all back to our naturally scheduled stream schedule tomorrow. But for tonight, a little trash stream for you. But before any of that, I'd like to just say it is really good to be back. And House Party has dicks in it. Oh. Is it banned on Twitch? House Party will get you banned. Is that confirmed? Let's find out. Hang on. Because that may not be a thing. House Party, Twitch. I like how the developers just sent me a key. House Party. Doesn't say if it's banned or not. Your goal is to fuck? Apparently you can censor the game. Okay, alright, fair enough. Well, we'll figure it out later. Let's talk about TooManyGames. So, TooManyGames is a convention that I go to every year, and it's probably my favorite convention. Gotta be honest, this year I wasn't so sure it was going to go well because, honestly, it was just going to be a clusterfuck. There's so much stuff planned, so many people going. So I was a little bit like, oh, is this gonna go well? It went great. Honestly, it went great. It was a very good convention. I enjoyed it. I got some good stories. I got some good things to show you. And so far I'm not sick. Probably just jinxed it. Here, let me knock on wood. That was the side of my head. I gave out some trash pickles. I gave out my other secret item, which was Vinesauce brand deodorant. Not even kidding. Vinesauce brand deodorant. Most people seem to wear them, or at least use it rather. So I could tell. There were by the third day I noticed the fragrant smell of the deodorant, which it smells like a kind of just a fresh Adirondack mountain shower and a river. And the Appalachians and fresh rainforest. It smells like shit, but it works, and we kept the bow meter a little lower than previous years because of this. Next year, I'm going to probably print some Vinesauce brand like vitamin C or antibiotics. So this year it was deodorant and a stress pickle and kazoos and lanyards and a bunch of other like stickers and stuff. So people, I think, were pretty happy about that. I ran out every day. I couldn't believe how many people were there for us yet again. It still astounds me. I'm really, at this point, I'm not even sure I should print less than 1,000. Well, that's not true. Okay, so I had about 100 and something kazoos, 150 pickles, and 100 deodorant, 100 lanyards, and a bunch more stuff. Wasn't enough. So if you missed out on a pickle or a deodorant or anything, then I'm sorry. Because, man, they went quick. They went fucking quick. At one point, I had to say choose one of the three. It was like Harry Potter. Wait, was there 3 items in Harry Potter? Doesn't matter. It was like the one ring. Except next year, it's going to be the one cock ring. You just that's the Vinesauce brand cock ring. Anyway, so what can I tell you about the convention? Got there on Thursday. Checked out that giant mall. And there was a lot of fidget spinner booths at the mall. It's like a really huge mall. And then there was this thing. The Minion machine. Now, I don't know what the hell this is, but you go up to it, and the eye looks at you. And it just looks like a goddamn minion. So that was Thursday. That's the only thing that I have notable from Thursday. But I will say, speaking of minions, just to create a direct throughway, there were minion stickers all over the TooManyGames convention. In fact, I checked my shoe yesterday, and there was a minion sticker on the bottom of my shoe. So I think some fucking terrorist was walking around laying minion stickers with the sticky side up on the show floor. Either that, or there were so many of them, one of them fell. I'm not sure. I'm not really sure, but I'm pretty upset about that because I saw minion stickers plastered to fucking everything, which is why we gave out Vinesauce stickers as well, so people could replace the minions, of course. So that was already Norix had a bunch of them too. Hey, Norix, what are you doing bringing minions to a convention, you fuck? So that happened. I'll say this, just as an overall statement. After the VidCon drama that I learned about, I'm going to point out the fact that the Vinesauce audience is actually kind of amazing. I've received compliments about you guys before, and I'd like to extend my thanks because, seriously, everyone was really well behaved, really chill. There's a lot of you. Anyone who kind of made stuff on YouTube or whatever that was at that convention had nothing but good things to say about the Vinesauce fans. I'm not even kidding. And also they had one bad thing to say, which is that there was a huge fucking line in front of most of their booths? Doesn't matter. There is a big line. Friday, I pretty much got there, started signing, did my panel, and continued signing. And that was about 3 to 7. So it was pretty crazy. I did not expect, yet again, I know I should just start to expect it now, maybe, but maybe it's for the best that I don't. But yeah, it was pretty nuts. And still, I couldn't get to everybody. There were some people that unfortunately only got a couple minutes or a couple seconds because. So what happens is there's we didn't have any official signing until Saturday, right? And that was only 1 hour. So for the rest of the time, we just sat at the booth and people just started forming lines, which got really crooked at one point. For most of that, we didn't have any show floor defenders, the people that they give a red vest to, and then the red vest imbues them with power. So really what happened was the whole time there were these impromptu lines forming, And usually by the end of the day, I just kind of start getting tired, and I'm just like, I don't know what to say anymore. So it just ends up kind of lopsided. If you get there early, we get a chance to talk a little bit. You get there late, I'm just like, how? But yeah, Dyer, Marissa, Fred, Hootie, Jen for some of the days, and KY was there for one day as well. So that was pretty cool. And of course, Rev. So we had some really good stuff at the booth. We had a really high percentage of the streamers, and it was great to hang out with them. And yeah, I'm going to miss those fuckers. I'll also say a couple of my mods were there, and they were great too. It's always good to hang out with them. Norix was actually running security for unofficially. He was just standing there trying to help the line along, and same thing for Chromatic. And it worked. I mean, people were really chill for the most part. But anyway, it was cool, and thank you. And I'm great. It's great to meet all of you. Some great friends from the past, some new ones, and for whoever I just kind of randomly met that day, it was really nice to meet you. And if I didn't get a chance to meet you, again, that sucks. But it was a crazy convention. It went by so quick too. Like, I don't even remember some of it because it just went by so fast. There were so many people. I only got a chance to explore the show floor and buy a couple things on the last day, because I actually walked in one day and it took me a half hour to get about 20 feet away from the door. So I ended up just kind of staying at my booth most of the time, and that way I could, meet everybody. But I did finally get a chance to explore the show floor, and I'm going to show you something I bought that I think you guys would really like. But before I do that, let me show you a couple other pictures, and then soon we will begin streaming. I met John St. John briefly. He remembered the Vine bump he did like 5 years ago, but I didn't get a chance to talk to him too much. So here's an unrelated photo from Six Flags that I found on my phone. It's a goose. Here's another unrelated Six Flags photo. It's the Mario Brothers, Yoshi, and two toads being fucking strung up by their necks, dying behind a cage. And you have to play some kind of fucked up carnival game to rescue them. But I'm pretty sure they're dead by now. It's a shame. I couldn't save them. I also want to thank Captain Southbird, by the way, because we got a chance to hang out a little bit. So, Southbird, I know you're in the audience. It's good to see you. Also, here's another totally unrelated photo. So far, this hasn't had a whole lot to do with TooManyGames. Here's a Minion DeVito that I found at a deli maybe like a week ago. Again, nothing to do with the convention whatsoever, but I thought you would like this little mascot here. I think it's a very quality Boing mascot. Mas fruta! All right, well, there you go. So, let me show you just a little something here. There you go. There's a photo. There's the Vinesauce streamers, or who was available, who was there. Jen wasn't feeling so good, but yeah, it's pretty cool. Here's me with a rando and me piercing into your soul. I actually have a video of the most amazing thing that happened, and I'll tell you in a minute. Here's the streamer panel. I actually kind of just went through Norix's Twitter and found a bunch of this stuff. So thanks, Norix. But yeah, here's the panel. I noticed everyone sitting on a gamer chair except me. I had to bring a regular old chair over because they were out of gamer chairs. And I did get to sit on one of the gamer chairs on the first day, and I felt 15% better at Counter-Strike already just from sitting on that chair. I think here's that. I'm trying to make the Speed Luigi tongue sponge. So It didn't work out. I kind of got it around the hat, but that was the first day. You'll notice 2 fruit roll-up boxes. Whoever you are that gave me those fruit roll-ups, thanks. Here's a photo of Norix holding one of those fruit roll-ups that I had thrown into the audience. I believe I pelted Great Zot with one of them. Sorry, David. The panels, I think the streamer panel is in its entirety somewhere. I don't know if my panel is anywhere in particular, but people were recording. It was a lot of fun. I'm feeling much more comfortable with panels. I like them. As long as I don't have to prepare anything, I'm happy. Seriously, I get up there and it's like streaming. It's fine. But if I have to like prepare stuff and have a presentation of some sort, I will enjoy it 10,000% less. Here's what I managed to... You can see there. I managed to get the Speed Luigi tongue. I think these were made by Ellen, by the way. I forget Ellen's name online, but they're amazing. But I managed to get Speed Luigi to tongue sponge his hat a little bit. Zot put it up on his YouTube. Excellent quality. Okay, so I did bean Zot. I beaned him. Speaking of beans, here's a cursed item. I got a couple of cursed items at TooManyGames this year. I don't remember which madman gave me this fucking item, but I now own it, and it's a game against gravity, believe it or not. Yeah. Here's what it looks like. Don't spill the beans! You put the beans in the top one at a time, and whoever spills it is an asshole. I think those are the official rules. So that's a cursed item. You want to see some real cursed items, though? Alright. Someone brought me some fucking clowns. My house is going to be haunted. So I have these. I'm not sure how much longer I'm going to have them. One of them is a music box. You spin it, and it plays a little clown song. Is that sending the clowns? Is that what that was? Why is it still making noise? I set it down and it's making noise again. I told you, it's cursed. It's a fucking cursed item. I think next time I'm at a convention, don't give me stuff like this, because I was listening to a podcast about the Amityville Horror, which is probably a bunch of not ghost-related stuff. But regardless, I was thinking about these haunted items, and I was like, please do not give me shitty items like haunted clowns. Thank you. Appreciate it. And by the way, this was in the person's family. They said they were scared shitless of them and used to look up at them on the mantle. So I don't know how true that is, but there's some history with these fucking clowns. Another cursed item, I believe this was given to me by Sin City Assassin, who I met. Sin City was a very, very pleasant gentleman who brought me lots of little nonsenses. This, I don't know what this is. I opened it up, and it's a plastic toilet. Right now, obviously, I can't read Japanese, but it's a plastic toilet, and 2 packets, one blue, one red. I'm assuming you put them in there and they foam, and okay, wait, there's instructions. You put it in the top, like where you would do a double-decker, and then you mix it, and then apparently it foams. You know, like if you were foaming at the mouth because you have haunted clown items in your house. So that happened. And the final cursed item, that isn't so much of a cursed item as it is the most amazing thing, I think, ever, which is, of course, this. The Fidget Dick Spinner. So Omnizeal 3D printed this. Mike has one, I have one. They're not really that aerodynamic. They don't spin very well. However, it works well enough. Also, you'll see the blue thing on there. That's the Screenwave logo. That wasn't on there originally. I took that off a Screenwave fidget spinner and put it on here, and it made it spin like 50% better. So this is not endorsed by Screenwave. It is not promoted by Screenwave, and has nothing to do with Screenwave. So don't kick me off the network, okay, Ryan? Thanks. All right, so yeah, that was kind of amazing. Omnizeal, that might be my favorite thing I've ever received at a convention. Sorry, clown guy. So yeah, it's just unbelievable. I mean, first of all, I just want to say I got a bunch of trash games. People gave me really, really trashy things. I got a Luigi figure. I got arms sleeves. Now let me say that in slow motion. I got arms sleeves. You put them on your arms, and they make you better at the game Arms, which is good because I can use all the help I can get. I got a little mini table that you flip over, and some candy and stuff like that, which is slowly entering my bloodstream. So if I die midstream, you know why. What else? A couple of other things. I'd have to look. A lot of art. A lot of really cool art. If you made art and you took a picture of it, be sure to put that on the Buru. Got a Cars 45, which is just a little mini record. And, yeah, I think that's about it. So, what else? Oh, I also got a little Samus action figure. Someone gave me the World of Nintendo Samus. And here's the item that I purchased. So aside from, I actually used the photo scan app for this to make it look a little bit better, but it's a shadow box of Super Metroid, and it's on my wall, and this I thought was pretty damn cool. The quality of the photo is really low, but I have to say the whole package here, this whole presentation is actually really nice. They ran out of the Chrono Trigger ones, but I don't even care. I love this. This to me just sums up Super Metroid, and I love it so much. So yeah, it's just video game shadow box. I think that's what it's called. But good shit. Are there no pics from the convention like around the booth? I'm sure there are. If anyone wants to tweet me pictures of the convention from around the booth, that might help, actually. Couple of other photos, like here is the panel as people were pouring in. You can see Dyer and walking in. But yeah, that was my panel, I believe. And then you have the next day, the whole streamer panel. Here's me trying to open a DS game with Rev's can opener, which he used to open a can of Coca-Cola. God bless Rev. God bless you, Rev. So that's a couple of things there. And I have probably a little bit more video. So this is a clip. I'm going to post it in chat if you want it. But Norix was streaming the convention live through his phone as I walked in, and I got stopped by the door for something that probably I will remember for the rest of my life. Though I may not seem enthused in the video, deep down in my heart, I'm screaming, yay. So I'd like to show you what happened. I waved Norix over, and he caught the footage. This happened live on his stream, totally by chance, and the footage is preserved forever.
Oh, there's Vinny. Hey, Vin. I'm actually streaming right now.
Oh shit.
Can I get it?
Hey.
It's the people.
Stream this because this is gonna be amazing.
What is this? Okay, yes,
we're gonna sign a pizza.
You're gonna sign a pizza?
He's gonna sign a pizza.
Sign the pizza. Is it pre-cooked or is it just frozen?
It was frozen on my body.
Oh,
All right. This is my life now.
I'm streaming this.
Is it coming out? Maybe it's a shake it. Oh no, there it goes.
Yeah. Yep. That's amazing. Can I? Oh my gosh. Are you gonna eat that or are you gonna hang it on the wall?
Well, I'm gonna take a picture of it, I guess. Well, I'm not that desperate.
Yep. So that's me signing a microwavable frozen pizza in Easy Cheese. Fucking amazing. Someone said, Vinny, you're so short. I'm 5'11". But Norix is very tall. So, yeah. It's pretty amazing. Oh, there's Norix. Norix just showed up in chat for his shining moment, catching me sign a pizza in Easy Cheese. I'm gonna... There you go. I linked it in chat. So, yeah, pretty amazing. Let me see what other pictures we have. I'm gonna check my Twitter. A lot of people have been tweeting me stuff. I have a couple of other pictures. A couple of other minor stories, I think. Oh, yeah. Sponge. Dude cosplayed as Sponge. And then there was another Sponge, and then they fought at the streamer panel. Kinda. And then they became friends, but they were both unhappy at the end of the day. So that was pretty cool. Here you go. Oh yeah, there you go. So I asked this gentleman, this is A. Wood. I said, A. Wood, hey, where'd you get that Luigi cover? You didn't happen to steal that from Target, did you? And A. Wood assured me that he did not steal it from from Target. Definitely not. Apparently I signed this for Austin. I'm not really entirely sure why. But, you know, that's yep. Here's me with Doran, and you can see the trash pickle. So lots of good times. That was the booth generally. It was actually kind of a mess half the time. It was very crowded and congested. I would say that the booth. Here you go. Here's the moment. Here's the Sponge fight. Unfortunately, we didn't get a chance to sign everyone's thing at the signing because there were just too many people, and we had a panel to go to like right after. So that sucks. But it was actually a really good time to just meet everyone at the booth. But yeah, by the third day, it was a clusterfuck. It was a clusterfuck. That's probably the only thing that I would say I would change, would be for a little bit more breathing room at the booth. Again, it's still kind of surprising how many people we get, and I love it. I think everyone was great. No negativity. Seriously, I know the internet can be super negative. It can be draining, which is why I've been really happy to get away from the house for a little bit. No negativity at the convention itself. Everyone was really nice, and I really appreciate that. I did get a couple of other things I forgot to mention. One, someone gave me a fucking Jaguar. An Atari Jaguar. Yes. Now, I don't have the name on hand, but it's in the box. So when I stream Jaguar, and I'm going to do a segment on Jaguar, my first time playing the system ever, I will have the person's name for you. So that was pretty cool. There's some decent but mostly bad games included. So I'm really excited about that. That's going to be a cool stream. And then also Alizarin gave me a Lizard Crate, TooManyGames edition, and that includes games to stream, but also just a couple of other random things. Alizarin, you go all out. You don't have to. Includes a lizard, of course. I don't know, thing for your phone. It includes Mission to Mars on VHS. Wow. Some really trashy DS games. Some action figures. I think a case for the Switch. A Star Wars glow stick. Some Lego. A plug-and-play that looks god-awful. A Yu-Gi-Oh card. What the fuck are you doing, man? What? A book of jokes. United Jokes of America. Here, I'll go to one. You ready? Where in Louisiana should you visit if you like telling other people what to do? Answer. Bossier City. What Cajun dish is less chewy than it sounds? Gumbo. It's a book about jokes of the United States. Wow. Now I can be funny, finally. Here, let's go to New York. I'll tell you a New York joke. Get ready for it. It's going to be crazy. Where do baseball, ball, and strike callers stay while in New York City? The Empire State Building. Do you get a lot of rain in New York this week? Are you kidding? From now on, we're calling it the Big Apple Juice. What happened when you forgot to wake up the Radio City dancers while they were sunbathing? I saw the Rockettes' red glare. Oh, this is interminable. What part of New York City do mathematicians like best? Answer this one, chat. You know the answer. What part of New York City do mathematicians like best? Let me see if I can find the answer in chat. Come on. Come on. Someone's got it. Someone's got it. Times Square. Yes, Black Hazality got it. Good job. Thanks, Alizarin, for this book of jokes. It is another cursed item. Just when I thought I was done with cursed items. And some other stuff is in here, too. There's a fidget cube in here? I have a couple of these already. What's this? It's a mini fidget cube. There are so many bootlegs of these things. This one's so much worse than the others, holy shit. But I still kind of love it because it's like half the size of the other ones. Well, thank you, Alizarin. You didn't have to give me all this cool stuff, but I do appreciate it. I saved this for the stream. But when I do the Lizard Crate games, there's a couple in there that I'm not going to tell you about because they just look so god-awful. What else can I tell you? What else can I tell you? Let me check Twitter. Maybe a couple of other pictures. Just a couple of things I signed. Here's the deodorant, the back of the Vinesauce deodorant. The front says Vinesauce deodorant, as you could imagine. And then I signed someone's Game Boy along with Fred. My signature is very easy. It's gotten lazier and lazier over the years. It's just a V, a couple of squiggles in the middle, and then a line to the bottom, and then a diagonal with the other one. And then just like a dot. Good enough. Quick, easy. So yeah, it's been a great time. I really enjoyed it, and then I kind of kept to myself a little bit. Oh yeah, here's one more thing. I got a Vinesauce Mimikyu, and that one was from Spyduck. So, but yeah, for the after party stuff, I kind of kept to myself a little bit. I ended up talking to Trusty Justy. I talked with Pat. I like Pat a lot. Pat the NES punk. He's real fun to talk to about like old games and stuff. I was on a thing with Mike Matei where he beat Ninja. Well, he tried to beat Ninja Gaiden 3, and I just talked. I did commentary. He got real close, but he couldn't get the final boss, and that was fun. And then James came up and probably talked to the audience. I had to leave by then. But James, I got a chance to see, he really liked that Piranha Plant thing I gave him, the puppet. His daughter loves it. So, for those that don't know, James's daughter is a big fan of Piranha Plants from Mario Brothers for some reason. So, I had a puppet. The Think Geek was selling a little Piranha Plant puppet, so I sent one to him. And apparently they loved it. So, I was really, really happy about that. Brown bricks? That came up a couple times, I'm not gonna lie, but it was still a good time. We everyone was cool, and a couple of other people, if anyone knows Gilly the Kid, and Moutendo. I got a chance to meet him, and we talked a bit. But I mostly just chilled. I kind of was just so tired from the convention that I ended up kind of not partying. I think I ended up drinking 1 glass of whiskey per night. Like 1 glass on the rocks, which is not really enough to do anything. But after that, I was done. I don't really do a whole lot. Maltendu, yeah, he's good. We had a good time. If anyone knows who that is, he was really, really, really cool. So I enjoyed his company. But it was just kind of me keeping to myself most of the time. I didn't really go to any crazy parties. I did show up at the Screenwave party and the final boss party, and we ended up... I just kind of mingled with Tingle a little bit. But it was kind of cool. I know this is the boring part of the stream. There will be games in a minute. But just to cap everything off, so I stayed overnight last night because I was just not feeling like checking out. And so I got the room for another night. Ended up going to Great Zots and we played some ARMS. Zito, CZ Backlash, is amazing at ARMS. I am garbage at ARMS compared to Zito. Holy shit. Poyo is a different story. Poyo I was doing pretty well at. But yeah, it was just kind of like, you know, it's a couple of us hanging out. Whoever was there, you know who you are. It was good to see you. And it was a fun way to cap off the weekend. And just kind of, you know, I brought some shitty donuts. Also, I want to fucking say that Wawa was the best part of the weekend aside from all the other stuff. I fucking love Wawa. The sandwiches are great. They have like everything. I had a milkshake. I wish Wawa was here in New York. For those that don't know, it's just like this kind of amazing gas station / deli. So, yeah, I used motion controls and traditional controls for ARMS. And I obviously cannot do the motion controls, but I held my own a little bit here and there, but it's a hard game to master. So I guess that brings us to the end. I'm sure I'm going to remember more stuff as I continue streaming. Any little stories I have, I'll be sure to share them with you. At the moment, that's all I can think of. Except I did one final thing, which is instead of going straight home today, I decided to take a detour to Philadelphia. And yes, it was sunny in Philadelphia today. Just a couple of shitty pictures I took. And I went and I got a fucking cheesesteak. And it was awesome. It was great. It was probably not the best cheesesteak I could have gotten, but it was Steve's Cheesesteaks, which I heard a lot about. I went to Steve's, got a cheesesteak, enjoyed it, and I wanted to explore a little bit more, but I was just too fucking burnt out from the convention, and I think that cheesesteak was a bubbling something fierce in my stomach, so I decided to just go straight to... I went back to my car. It's about an hour and 40 minutes, hour 45 from Philly to Staten Island, so it wasn't too bad. Wasn't too bad. I was actually, for those that know Tony Luke's, I heard good things about that place. I almost went there, but Steve's was in like the middle of the city, so I was like, fuck it, let me check out the city. It's been like 10 years since I've been to the heart of Philly, and it's cool. I really love that city. It was great. It was just I didn't feel like, you know, I checked out around 10:30 and I just didn't want to go home yet. And so cheesesteak was the best way to do it. It was good. Good convention. Good times. That's my whole story. Hope you enjoyed it. I have a lot of trash games and a lot of trash items and a lot of trash memories that I'll cherish forever. So good times, but I'm back. So why don't we play some video games, and then we'll talk about some other stuff. And for those that want to know, yes, I'm aware of the SNES Classic. I'm also aware that I'll probably never, ever get the SNES Classic. There you go. That's the front of the Vinesauce deodorant. So, perfect. And yeah, I don't think I'm gonna end up getting one, but I wouldn't mind owning that. The NES Classic, I felt like maybe I didn't need, but this one is kind of cool. If Chrono Trigger was on it, it would be the perfect system. But it's not. Star Fox 2 is on it, which is a very interesting choice by Nintendo. I wonder if anyone has the final version. I know there was a beta released or like a near complete version, but I wonder if they finished it completely. Does anyone know? Did they finish Star Fox 2 completely? How'd that work? So which version of Star Fox 2 was released? Nintendo has the final version, but it never went public. There was, it's finished, only some provisionals leaked. The ROM dumped online is less finished. Okay, so I have some conflicting reports, but I think what I'm learning is that the version of Star Fox 2 that people have played on, their computer, don't do that because the police will come get you. But if you did do that, it's not maybe the 100% version. So it looks like they're releasing the 100% done version, which is still going to feel kind of weird, like playing a Star Fox game with 10 frames a second, sometimes dipping to like 7. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm not really that excited about it. But, it's a relic. It's cool to see it finally come out. I remember, I'll tell you one quick thing before I load up the shitty DOS games. I remember my cousin and I being huge Star Fox fans, and we were desperate for Star Fox 2. So I think we wrote a letter to Nintendo asking where Star Fox 2 Rodents in Space was, because we heard so much about it and then nothing. But then the N64 came out and we forgot all about it. But until then, we were just really, really interested in Rodents in Space. That's what we called it. I don't know why we called it that, but anyway. I hope you enjoyed my shitty stories. Let us begin. Pack it up, pack it in. This is more shitty MS-DOS games. For those worried about House Party, I'm aware of what the game is, and I think there's a censorship option, so I'm going to go for that. And also, it doesn't look like House Party is banned on Twitch. I looked it up. It seems like it's good to go, but if not, maybe just let me know. Because I'd like to continue streaming after tonight. That would be cool. Okay, so let's see here.